Ooh, do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind? I hate niggas. Anyways, we're not even talking about it. Hello, my fellow music nerds. My name is Sam, and this is You Know Nothing, the series where I discuss the history, characteristics, and notable names of different genres and subgenres. And today, I'm telling you why you know nothing about soul.
Oh, why guess you say what can make me feel this way? It's my girl talking about my girl.
Soul is a collective term for several forms of pop music created / pioneered by Black Americans / African Americans from the mid 20th century onwards. Soul came into fruition about the late 50s to early 60s and includes other genres such as R&B, Motown, urban blues, smooth jazz, and gospel. Soul has its roots firmly planted in blues and gospel, as I mentioned earlier, and actually many of the popular soul artists from the 50s such as Ray Charles, Sam Cooke, Etta James, Little Richard, and many more all started in gospel choirs. And what they did as artists is, after moving from gospel choirs, they actually added more blues tropes to their music, started adding more secular lyrics, which birthed the soul genre as we know it. Main characteristics of soul music include things like gospel idioms such as call and response, blues harmonies, exceptional vocal skills, a prominent rhythm, or it's pretty much a heavy backbeat, as well as horn sections. But what was very important, especially at the beginning of the soul era, was activism towards the civil rights movement that was going on in the 60s. At the time, record labels such as Motown, Atlantic, and Stax actively recruited and supported Black artists in a very segregated music business. And as I mentioned earlier, soul music is very much tied to the civil rights movement and activism at the time. So the reason why a lot of these older soul songs are so woke is because Black pop musicians sought to connect their art to the social and political struggles of the era. In the 70s, a Memphis-based musician by the name of Isaac Hayes and the Chicago-based musician / artist by the name of Curtis Mayfield helped lead a progressive soul movement, which added new rhythms and sounds to soul music. However, it wasn't until an artist from Augusta, Georgia by the name of James Brown brought funk into the international highlight. Over time, soul started incorporating elements from other genres such as psychedelic rock, jazz, and country, and in turn became the foundation of many others such as smooth jazz, contemporary R&B, hip-hop, disco, electro. I mean, the list goes on. Soul is still very popular to this day. It's played on radio stations, it's played in movies, it's on streaming services, and that's not even including people who have already bought vinyls or albums or CDs of this music. And as I've stated before, soul music is still the soundtrack to the civil rights movement, and it was very pivotal in how the message was portrayed and also how people received it. Soul has changed the lives of so many people, especially within the Black community, because without it, we might not have had a voice and we might not have the rights that we have now within the music industry. Many soul artists were the voices of Black people in areas where there was segregation and in a community that was hostile, in a time that was hostile towards them, and it was one of their only outlets was their music. So yes, soul is very important to how we live today and why we are able to live the way we do. Now, I won't say things are perfect and we do have a long ways to go. However, without things like soul and without the civil rights movement and without a lot of these people, we 100% would not be where we are today. So whether you're Black, white, or purple, it is something you should learn about, and it is music you should definitely listen to and listen to what they say. Without soul, we would not have music as we have it today, and we would not have society as we have it today, which goes to show that music is not just sound. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please hit that like button. Also, if you like this content and you want to see more from me, please hit that subscribe and that bell. If you have any comments on anything I said today, or any more information about soul, or if you would like me to do a part 2, please comment down below. I'm very much willing to. I'm very much willing to go more in depth, but I have to keep the video within a certain time frame. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, night, whatever time it is for you, and I will see you in the next one. And I am out.
A long time coming, but I know a change gonna come.